Thank you for watching the Pets Rules Show. I'm your host, Mr. Animal Lover. And this week the topic is going to be pet surgery. Pet surgery can be very expensive. If anyone's been through an emergency pet surgery or requiring a specialist for pet surgery, especially if your dog or cat required stomach surgery, cancer surgery, spinal surgery, ear surgery, amputation. All these surgeries listed, pet surgeries, require a specialist. And pet surgery can be very expensive. Even if you have a relationship with your veterinarian, they have their prices listed. And, if surgery overall, because of the machinery required and veterinarian, depending if it's a specialist, can be very expensive. Listen, surgery, even for humans, can be expensive. But the great thing is that this entire week, I'm going to show you how to save money when it comes to pet surgery. Emergency pet surgery. If you need a specialist for pet surgery, I am going to show you how to save money. When it comes to prices for pet surgery, it can be negotiable. And at the end of the show, I'm going to give you a pet surgery hack so that you can negotiate and you can get a great price for your pet surgery. Um, this is a very specialized topic because not many veterinarians like to show their prices in terms of what the cost for different types of pet surgery costs. Especially if it's an emergency surgery, you have to pay out a lot of money. And we're frantic. Our pet just had an accident or they required emergency pet care. Uh, it can be very expensive. My job this entire week is to save you money, show you how to go through the process and how to negotiate when it comes to surgery. Now, the great news is that artificial intelligence and machine learning advancements in various technologies when it comes to pet surgery is lowering the costs, and not only lowering the cost but improving the pet health, quality of health. Animals can live longer because of it. um, so don't let pet surgery, pet emergency surgeries, don't let that scare you into not getting a pet, because it can happen even to the healthiest of pets. um, when I got my kitten, right, when I have four cats, when I got one of my cats, it had pneumonia. And it had the pneumonia already. I didn't notice it. You're happy, you're getting a cat, and I had to incubate it, and I was able to negotiate. They wanted $1,500, was the quote I was quoted, and I uh, I eventually ended up paying $500. And what they did was they had to incubate the cat, put it in a chamber where it received specialized oxygen and whatever else they had to do. But my top dollar at the time was all I could pay was $500 for the I would consider emergency incubation and oxygen for my cat. Wasn't per se surgery, but it was an emergency service that it required the cat. Otherwise, it probably would have not made it through. So let's get started today. I'm gonna get started with a few articles, like always, on pricing. How different veterinarians have different prices, and that's why, with a little research, a little going over different veterinarian prices, you can find a great deal. However, if it comes down to a specialist, you're going to find a good deal by researching prices, but you're going to have to pay. Obviously, if it's a specialist you need, especially for certain types of pet surgery, such as ear surgery, amputation, anything we have to do with the stomach, spinal, cancer, stomach fractures, dislocation. You're going to need a specialist and it's going to cost. However, I'm going to show you throughout the show today that there is a way of saving, and let's get started. Remember, even with adults, surgery can be expensive, and you have a relationship with your veterinarian. First thing you should ask, if you have to go in for an emergency surgery or he says you're going to require surgery, is definitely uh, ask for the price up front. Why? Because it can get expensive. And by getting expensive, you might not be able to afford it. So this article is by The Zebra. Average cost of a vet visit for dogs must know facts and figures. So we're going to go straight to the surgeries, but the average national cost for a dog's routine checkup, 50 to 200, we know that. Overall vet costs, including wellness checkup, dental care, lab tests, and vaccine, can run up all the way from 700, 1,500 per year. Now let's get down to the surgeries. When it comes to surgery, and then depending where you live also, price is going to matter. If you live in a big city where there's a lot of pets, a lot of pet lovers, you're going to have, the great thing is it's going to be expensive. It's a big city, rent, location, costs money. However, you're going to have that option where you can shop around for for price. Definitely can shop around. So this is a great example here. Cost for dogs, San Francisco, average $394. So far, it seems all the big cities, Los Angeles, $300, New York, Seattle. But I want to get down to the surgery. And when it comes to surgery, yes, it can go all the way up to $8,000, even tens of thousands, depending where you are. Pet insurance is only going to cover so much. If you have a great pet insurance company, maybe 50 or less percentage. So let's get to the surgery section of my article. We're going to get there. So here gives you the 5-year ownership. So stomach torsion and bloat treatment, 3,000 to 8,000. And I'm going to show you in another article, making a comparison, how much cheaper you can get it. Emergency surgery, anywhere from $1,500 to $5,000. Pancreatic treatment, $1,000 to $5,000. A wound treatment, $800 to $2,500. Ultrasounds, $300 to $600. So as you can see in this article, anything that has to do with stomach or bloat treatment, depending where you are, big city, can run you all the way up to $8,000, starting at $3,000. But surgeries can be negotiable. So average veterinary price by procedure. As you can see, the different states, Alabama definitely is going to be cheaper. If you live Alaska, $80. That sounds kind of high, but California, $71. New York, $84. New York can be one of the most expensive city because a rent can cost a lot of money for these veterinarians. Machinery, again, to operate these machines, and you have to, most likely as a specialist when it comes to a veterinarian, certain surgeries, it's going to cost money. So blood work 80 to 200, x-ray 150 to 250, ultrasound 300 to 600, allergy testing all the way up to 300. Oxygen treatment, this is what I required for my cat, 500 to 300. I paid the lower end after negotiating. Emergency surgery, $1,500 to $5,000. Wound treatment, $800 to $2,500. Now, surgery and specialty treatment costs. If your pet has an underlying condition or something is discovered as a result of testing during wellness check, your vet may recommend specialized treatment. The cost of these treatment ranges widely, depending on the type of care needed and the type of animal. We've outlined some common treatments and average associated costs below. So, teeth cleaning, average about $7. Cancer treatment, up to $4,000. Again, a specialist you're going to require, very expensive. Diabetes, 600 to 2,900. Heart murmur, 1,100. Bladder urinary tract infection, about $1,000. Kidney disease, about 1,300. Hernia surgery, anywhere from 700 to 2,500. So I wanted you to get a feel for the prices, how surgery can run in the thousands of dollars depending the surgery. So the great news is that these prices can be negotiated, and it's your job before you have any surgery done, even if it's your veterinarian, you have a relationship. Listen, if your veterinarian is going to charge you $2,000-$3,000 for a surgery, and you could get it for 50% of the price, although it's another veterinarian, it's not your the one you go to and visit, $1,000, 15, 2,000 off, it's a lot of money. And it's something that you will have to think about, especially if your pet's going to require ongoing visits for checkups on whatever type of surgery they got. So, how is AI helping when it comes to emergency surgery or pet surgery? So, understanding artificial intelligence in veterinary medicine. Before we delve into the application of veterinary medicine, let's first understand what AI means. Artificial intelligence refers to the computer systems capable of performing tasks that typically require human intelligence. In veterinary medicine, AI can analyze vast amounts of data, identify patterns, and provide valuable insights to support veterinarians in the decision-making process. So, I'm going to list a couple of machinery that veterinarians, specialists are using. And this is what's going to help lower costs over time, because it's going to help speed up the process of a veterinarian knowing, what's exactly broken, where can he go in and fix it or patch it up if it's a bone, in terms of any type of tumors, cancerous tumors. Veterinarian with these machineries using AI, the AI software can detect and show them exactly pinpoint where this cancerous tumors is. And especially when we know that some cancerous tumors move around, they can remove it. And this is going to save you a lot of money because, it's going to speed up the process. So in terms of AI and power diagnostics, one of the significant advantages of AI veterinary medicine is the ability to enhance diagnostics. AI algorithms can analyze medical records, lab results, imaging data to detect early signs of diseases or identify potential risk factors. By doing so, AI assists veterinarians in improving diagnostic accuracy and initiating treatments at an early stage, oriented to preventive medicine. So basically, with AI, it's another way of preventive pet care. And this is big. Obviously, if a veterinarian can pinpoint ahead of time by doing blood tests or imaging and watching the scan of the pet and catch something early when it's small, a tumor, you're going to save a lot of money than it becoming an emergency surgery where you have to bring in your pet. And if you don't get the surgery done immediately, it's a matter of death for your pet, 24, 40, 48 hours, 72 hours, and they can die. So this is the power of AI in terms of power diagnostics. Virtual veterinary assistants, we talked about this in earlier shows. AI powered virtual veterinary assistants are transforming veterinarians' interactions with their client. With the rise of telemedicine, pet owners can now have virtual consultations with veterinarians. Veterinarians can remotely monitor the patient's health, identify abnormalities, and even intervene promptly. So, with telemedicine, your pet just finished, cat, dog, or reptile, whatever animal, just finished having an emergency surgery. You're going to save a lot of money if you can speak via video, text, or chat with your veterinarian or specialist than having to come in. Say he requires you to come in 2-3 times a week. Maybe 2 of those times it can be video chat. 1 of those times can be in person so that he can check on the pet. You're going to save money than 3 times coming in a week and having to see the veterinarian, especially if it's a busy veterinarian and has other clients. It can be costly. And this is what AI is doing in that area. Artificial intelligence in surgical procedures. Surgical procedures in veterinary medicine can be complex and require precision. AI can enable minimal invasive procedures, reducing invasiveness and associated risk by analyzing preoperative imaging data. AI algorithms can help surgeons plan and execute procedures more accurately. This leads to shorter recovery times and less discomfort for animal patients. All right, so minimal invasive procedures. Instead of having a full-blown stomach surgery where they're opening up the entire stomach and having to move around parts of inside the stomach to get to a certain section, minimally invasive procedures, all done with machines, robotic machines, artificial intelligence, and this is going to help get right to the section where it has to be operated without having to do major surgery. Again, AI at its finest in terms of surgery, emergency pet surgery. Artificial intelligence enhanced imaging. Diagnostic imaging plays a crucial role in veterinary medicine. AI algorithms can analyze radiographic images, ultrasound scans, and MRI results, assisting veterinarians in making accurate diagnosis by comparing imaging data with vast databases. AI algorithms can identify subtle patterns and markers that might not be easily detectable by the human eye alone. Again, enhanced imaging. Now with AI, pet surgery and emergency surgery is going to be cheaper, less expensive. Why? You pay for a certain type of AI software, that machine learning. In terms of the software, it detects it for the veterinarian. After putting the images up of the pet, it detects it. It scans for whatever you're looking for. It scans it, and having a database with other images in there, it's already have a memory in terms of what to look for. So this again, another way of saving uh, pet lovers and those uh, pet parents that require pet surgery. It's just fantastic in terms of these various surgical procedures and machinery. I've mentioned now how it's changing the world of veterinary medicine. It's just changing it. And the virtual veterinary assistant, A-powered virtual veterinary assistant, transforming veterinarians' interactions with their clients. With the rise of telemedicine, pet owners can now have virtual consultations with veterinarians, saving time and effort. Through video calls or other chat platforms, veterinarians can access animal conditions, offer advice, and even prescribe medication when appropriate. So you just had emergency surgery. Your pet had pet surgery. You require medication. It ran out. You lost it. You're going to save money if you can have a virtual consultation and request the medication instead of driving to the veterinary clinic and having to wait there and request pet medication. This is the power of AI. And you know, this show is telling you how different advancements in surgical procedures and enhanced imaging, uh, telemedicine, power diagnostics is changing how pet surgery is being done. Obviously, most veterinarians coming out of university or colleges now are going to be trained in a lot of these various softwares that I mentioned, enhanced imaging, surgical procedures. Uh, Classes are going to be different than those where this software was up and coming and the present current veterinarians. However, not knocking them, the current and present veterinarians, I'm sure they're going to want to upgrade their skills. And in upgrading their skills, wanting to learn how to use these advanced technologies. Otherwise, they're gonna, they're not gonna be able to fully help a pet parent with their pet animal. Like someone with advanced skills and knowing how to use these advanced AI technologies being incorporated into these surgical machines. Now, moving on. How is AI enhancing diagnostics surgery? So AI advanced in data analytics capability can be leveraged and enable faster image analysis. If an AI model can be trained to look for anomalies, and medical imaging like X-rays, CT scans, and MRIs. So these are game changers when it comes to X-rays, CT scans, and MRIs. Already incorporated AI machine learning technology within these scans where it can pick it up. You download the CT scan or the X-ray, and these AI technologies already incorporated can pick up anomalies. In another word for anomalies is, for example, tumors. Um, any foreign object in a pet, your dog ate a ball, it can pick it up in the stomach and see where it is exactly. Having minimal invasive surgery to remove that ball, it's going to save you a lot of money. And it's going to help the specialized veterinary save time. When you have minimal invasive surgery and compared to a full-blown surgery, there's a difference, right? Then pinpointing precisely going to a certain location, then having to open somebody up, to remove the foreign object, the ball or whatever it was that dog ate. So before I go, I did say I wanted to save you some money at the end of the show. So you are a pet parent. You require emergency surgery. You require pet surgery. you require a surgery that requires a specialized veterinarian, listen, your job, as I mentioned in earlier shows, is to shop around, compare prices. It can be difficult at times. Yes, you might have to do a little research, but it's similar to going to Amazon, shopping for something, and then comparing prices from an Amazon piece of clothing or houseware and going to Walmart or Target and finding the same one. And then you're obviously going to choose, if you see the object cheaper in either of the three, you're going to choose the best price for the same object, right? Same thing goes when it comes to pet surgery. It's your job to shop around. And this is an example. Vet surgical, pet surgery pricing. This was random. I looked up pet surgery prices. Now, I've noticed that not all pet clinics are going to have their prices up. Maybe for basic uh, cleanings or spaying or neutering. But when it comes to surgery, most of them don't post them up. And why? Because it can be very expensive. If they're showing you ahead of time that a stomach surgery is going to cost you $2,000 to remove a foreign object from your pet, you're going to think about it twice. However, if they don't show the price and they scare you and tell you, listen, we have to remove that now, or your pet's going to have a serious injury when it comes to eating or going to the bathroom, your mind is everywhere circling. You're going to say, let's do the surgery right now. Surgery is completed. It's going to cost you $3,000. I can't afford it, or let me put it on the credit card, but it can be an issue. So shopping around. So I found Vet Surgical, right? And before you will find a list of our pricing for the most common procedures we perform. The list below is extensive. It is not all inclusive, so please inquire about any procedures not listed. Each of these treatment plans have been formulated to include anesthesia, pain medication, surgical antibiotics, and surgical fluids that our doctors feel are necessary. So, in terms of the prices you're going to see here, and this is very important, right? You're having emergency surgery, you're having pet surgery, you need a specialty veterinary doctor. Is this included in the price they're giving you? Anesthesia, pain medication, surgical antibiotics afterwards, surgical fluids. As you can see here, it's included. And let's go over the prices now. So if we go down, abdominal procedures, brachiocephalic procedures, chest procedures, dental oral procedures, eye procedures, orthopedic procedures, feline perineal ureterostomy procedures, skin, wound management, and skin graft. So today we're going to go over one, abdominal procedures. So here, as you can see, we have different procedures. We have a large list. Stomach tumor, vaginal spray, stomach tackling, perineal hernia repair, foreign body removal, C-section, stomach bloating or torsion, bladder tumor. So let's look at foreign body removal. A foreign body removal from the intestine or stomach are very common. Usually blood before surgery, the diagnosis has been made or suspected by radiography and or ultrasound. MT scan or CT scan. We will perform an abdominal exploratory and remove any foreign bodies found. This could result in multiple incisions through the gastrointestinal tract and even removal of any dead small bowels. The prognosis will depend on where the foreign body is found, how long has it been there, and what damage can have been caused. A feline, $950. A canine, anywhere from $950 to $1,500. So we know that from earlier prices, average cost of emergency surgery can run you in the thousands of dollars, anywhere from $1,000 to $8,000. I showed you earlier. So I'm comparing. I found this location. $950 to $1,500. Now, obviously, this can be negotiated, this price, right? Just like I negotiated, my cat had pneumonia. It required incubation and oxygen and, whatever other treatment they did. I don't recall exactly what prices I've listed, but I recall that he listed somewhere. He told me, quote, anywhere from $1,500. I said, I have $500 cash right now. I just happened to purchase this animal. I love it. Can you do it? And you know what? God's grace, the veterinarian did it for $500. So pet surgery prices can be negotiated, and it's your job to shop around. 15 to 1800. Repair a perimeter is challenging, though our doctors have had great success at repair. 10 to 15% cases within a year. Kidney removal, 1500, 1800. Liver stunt, feline, 912. So as you can see, stomach tackling, without, it's important you have your pet neutered young, spayed and neutered, 951. Without it, so again, vaginal, 1200, and a stomach tumor can be very expensive. You need a special 1200, 1500. We know that I showed you earlier article can run in the thousands of dollars for any type of tumor. So as you can see, for this location here, they're charging 1200, 1500, and this is vet surgical, affordable pet surgery. I love that they're listing their prices so you can know. Thank you for watching the Pets Rule Show, Monday through Friday, 7:30 p.m. to 8 p.m. Again, thank you for watching the Pets Rule Show, Monday through Friday, 7:30 p.m. to 8 p.m. I'm your host, Mr. Animal Lover. Please support the Pets Rule Show. Subscribe. This week on pet surgery, pet emergency surgery, specialized veterinary surgeon, you're going to learn about how to save money when it comes to pet surgery, especially emergency surgery or looking for a specialist veterinary surgeon. HLCpets.com for pet deals. If you have questions, you want to be on the show, Pets Rule at HLCpets.com. And the articles today, catcredit.com, VetMed Costs, Big Zoo Solutions, Veterinary Medicine, thezebra.com, AccessImagingNews.com. Again, this entire week is about pet surgery, emergency pet surgery, emergency pet procedures, and I'm going to help you as Mr. Animal Lover how to save money, especially if we have a pet emergency. Thank you for watching. Have a good night. Stay tuned for tomorrow's show. I will be here 7:30, 8 p.m. Pets Rule Show. Have a good night. See you tomorrow.